Hi, this is a fat old lady in PJs. Today I want to talk to you about why you should prep, okay? I'm not one of those extremists who run around in the camouflage clothes doing military maneuvers and have stashes of rifles and things like that around. The main reason that I like to prep is for disasters. And a lot of things, like hurricanes come around, blizzards, depending on what part of the country you're from. And this can mean like power outages, store closings, things like that. Well, you need to have a stash on hand. It's like when the big snowstorms hit. I don't know why people waited till the last minute, but the National Weather Service gives you advance notice of storms coming 3 days in advance, And there's a thing on here about people were lined up around the block at this health food store, and they were just emptying the shelves out. And we've had places like around town here where I'm at where it was so bad that people were fighting over food, and they had to call security in to restore law and order. And that's one of the reasons why you should have something on hand, just in case there's an emergency. And most of the time, it's coming, but not always. Sometimes you'll have like a freak storm, a windstorm, or something like that. Well, the stores are closed. There's no power. And what are you going to do? A lot of times, too, you can prep for unforeseen circumstances, okay? If you have a job loss, say, heaven forbid, but, you might get fired from your job. Maybe the place might burn down, or they might just decide to close it on you. Well, you have to have some food in store just in case you need to go a couple of months without. Another thing is like me here. If you've seen some of my other videos, I have a broken leg right now. I broke my leg. I've been kind of in the house for the last 6 or 7 weeks. I have not been able to drive because I have a stick shift and my left foot is broken, so I'm not able to work the clutch. So people got to drive me around, and they work, so I can't always depend on them to come and take me when I need to. And my daughter asked me a couple weeks ago, she says, do you need anything? And I, had looked at her and I says, well, I really don't, because I have a big stash of food up there in the cabinets. I've got a lot of canned goods, things like SpaghettiOs, what have you. It's soup, stuff that you just should have around. And a lot of times, too, there's circumstances that come up that, you wouldn't in a million years think of it. Like last summer, we had this big church camp that came to our area, okay? It's a Seventh-day Adventist, and I guess they have camps once a year all over the world. And we had people coming in from South Africa. They were here from Europe and North Carolina and all these other places. Well, they had 50,000 kids and camp counselors. Well, that doubled our area in overnight. And the thing is, they didn't tell anybody that they were coming. So people were scrambling around for food. I know at that time I worked at a warehouse supermarket. And the shelves were just bare. Everybody was complaining. Our regular customers that came in every day couldn't find anything. We have people that buy in bulk that are restaurant owners, and they had a really hard time getting supplies. And I have never seen that place without eggs, but they didn't have any eggs, and they were like totally out. And people were fighting over 2 lousy cartons of eggs left on the shelf. Stuff like this happens, folks. And did I panic? No. You know why? Because I had a stash of food at home. I didn't have to worry about running out and scrounging and hitting all the stores and trying to find a place. I was sitting pretty. And this is the place where you want to be. I'm not saying that you should be a hoarder or anything like that. But just have an extra stash of food. To be comfortable, I would say try to buy about a month or two supply of food so you're at least that far ahead. And it doesn't take much, folks. Right now I'm a prepper. I'm in the habit of, a prepper never buys one thing. You always buy at least two, sometimes more. I've got coffee on the shelf now, enough for probably about 4 months worth of coffee drinking. That's every morning. We always have a pot. And, you know, in some of my coming up videos, I'm going to be talking about what you should keep, what you should buy. A lot of stuff, don't go by the list that they tell you, because who wants to buy 50 pounds of lentils and beans and stuff like that? I won't eat it, will you? Buy the stuff that you like. And anyway, we're going to talk about that a little later on. But this is why you should prep, folks, just in case something like this comes up. You got it on the shelf. You don't have to worry about it. And you're good, okay? So go out there I want you to go out there this week and buy yourself 1 extra can of beans, 1 extra can of corn, whatever you like. Have it on the shelf. Get yourself up a little stash going, little at a time. Doesn't have to be anything really big. And then get back to me. Let me know how you're doing, okay? Because we want you to be prepared out there. That's what it's all about. So take care. Love you. Bye-bye.